stock forecast toolbox, again, main features are it's really good in predicting the trend, support and resistance levels, right? Obviously, if there are news, when the Fed comes out and says we're going to aggressively raise interest rates, or we're going to aggressively reduce our balance sheet, the model has to adjust to this new information. So as long as the market is trading within the trend, then this is the trend, right? We're still in bullish trend, and potentially market can continue going, is trading in this trend, and looking at the close prices, potentially reach 456, 455 level, right? You get a model grade A, basically saying how often the stock is trading within the range. If it's a liquid stock, if it's an IPO, if it's a volatile market stock, or even like Tesla, where it's not manipulated, but there are a lot of news, right? Elon Musk says A and the stock goes higher, Elon Musk says B and the stock goes lower. Model cannot predict when and what Elon Musk will say. So, if those stocks, you just have to be careful. Does it mean that model is not good in predicting Tesla? Not necessarily, but the more there are random news, the less then there's more room for where the model will have to adjust to Elon Musk tweets or to, let's say, earnings, right? If there is earnings announcement, then those are ideally you want to analyze stocks that are very liquid, that short-term news do not affect the stock, and it just trades in certain trend, right? Like Spiders, QQQ, Apple, Microsoft, Disney. They don't react, unless it's an earning news, they don't move, right? Or some fundamental news. So that's the model grade. It shows you the trend, support and resistance level. Ideally for Tesla, well, let's just concentrate on Spiders for now. But ideally for Spiders, if it reaches 444, you probably want to consider going long, right? If by end of the day Spiders will reach 453, we're at 450, probably not a lot more room to the upside. You want to go short, but the difference is 2%, right? Between 444 and 454, about 1.5% difference. So whether you're doing day trading or you're doing longer term trading, I still encourage you to consider buying at the support and considering shorting at the overhead resistance, or at least use, again, dollar cost average. If you think, we're heading to 460, at least maybe buy half of the position at Spiders at 450, because if it does reach 444, then you can enter again. So that's stock forecast toolbox. Mainly I use it for trend analysis and support and resistance, 10 days and 6 months. Talked about seasonal chart, right? Seasonality, April and May are usually very strong months for the year because earnings are usually better than expected, and it's spring and people are in a good mood, and so that gives you seasonality. It shows you what the current trends are and what the predicted trends are, right? It basically says that by April 20th, models things we're going to revisit 470 level. And you have our output of our model for predictions and the accuracy level. Right, so that's seasonal chart, stock forecast toolbox.